Name, sir?
Um, you already said my name, so yeah.
Okay. Mr. Lewis Langley. What brings you
Eh,
around this part of town?
I don't know. I just kind of got into a big dispute with the police, so kind of just been walking around doing nothing.
What? Lewis
You are the
Langley
police.
hates the PD? Is that
Mm,
confirmed?
I don't hate the PD, just a lot of corrupt shit going on in the city, if I have to say so myself. I'm not gonna go into major
Wow.
details because it's kind of my personal privacy and not really for me to say to the public what happened. But I would like to say that I do think that a lot of the laws around here are kind of fucked up, and a lot of this stuff does need to be changed. So that'd be kind of nice if, in
Oh,
the future, we could fix certain things like that.
wow. Mr. Langley, I never would thought you'd say those words.
I didn't think I would either, but I guess I just did.
Lewis, how are
Wow.
you recovering from your recent kidnapping? Last time I talked to you, you said you were suffering from PTSD.
I'm getting better. I've been going to therapy quite a bit, and I'm going with this one guy. His name is Dr. Martin, and he has been helping me out quite a bit. We've been doing certain exercises together, and more than anything, it's just nice to get to talk to someone that understands what's going on with the whole situation. And people need to understand that people like me, we're still just regular people. We're not outside of the screen. We're just still we have lives, we have kids, we have all that kind of stuff. So but it's I'm getting a lot better from I guess all that's been happening.
It
Commissioner,
must.
what do you think of the sheriff's department?
Um, honestly, I think that both sheriff's department, LSPD, I think that personally, just through experience, man, I don't really know if it's maybe just because I'm more well known around here, but fuck, dude, there's a lot of just fucked up officers. I mean, look, I guess I shouldn't be saying the story of what happened, but about 3 months ago, I got arrested for one of my fans was following me, like quite literally stalking me around. I think it was in like by the main bank somewhere around there, and they planted an illegal firearm in my trunk, and that shit happened. So the LSPD fucked me over there, and then in kind of towards Paleto more, I guess you could say, I got into a big dispute with the police because I was in one of my sports cars, one of my three sports cars. I don't know, I have a few, but at the same time, I'm not riding one right now because, of course, again, I just got out of another fucking dispute. So they kind of fucked me over there because apparently I was going like 2 miles above the speed limit, and shit like that happened. So I don't really know. I guess I could say I don't really like both of them. Neither.
Commissioner, you have 3 sports cars?
Yes, I do have three sports cars.
Wow.
Mr. Langley, are they paying you that goddamn much? Oh, fuck, I can't say that on live air. I'm sorry.
Um, I don't really care. Yeah, they are paying me quite a bit, but at the moment, I'm trying to explore new opportunities in the city, and by doing that, I am really just walking around, just meeting new people. I guess. I mean, you kind of get to a point where you have enough money where you can do anything, and you kind of forget how to live regular life. So
Well, Mr.
that's
Mr.
something.
Langley, if you have so much money, why aren't you reaching out to the homeless or the needy, the hungry?
The thing that most people don't realize is I do actually try to reach out to the homeless, but the problem is that there's just the amount of homeless people on the streets nowadays, and the amount of in like every day. I think they said there's like a 0.2% increase every day in the amount of homeless people in the United States, and I do try to do something about it. But the problem is, and the truth is that I've noticed about a lot of homeless people is if you give them money, usually most of that money just goes to buying meth or heroin or wherever they're gonna try to buy. If that makes some sense.
All right, Mr. Langley, do you know of any possible way to get the homeless rates down, the drug abuse rates down, the crime rates down? Because I understand that a lot of time there's a connection between the two, and it's unfortunate, but sometimes there is. Do you know of a way to break that connection down so we can start getting more homeless people in houses, more drug abusers, the help they need? Do you have any sort of information or any sort of resolution to that?
To be quite honest, there isn't really a way that's gonna fix in the future, just based off of the way altogether the world runs right now. Honestly, if I had to say, and this is going to everyone that's watching this right now live, if you really want to help the homeless out, go buy, like, let's say one's hanging out by your local grocery market or something like that. Go inside, buy them a snack or something. There isn't really anything at the moment we can probably do, and to be honest, a lot of people like to say, hey, we're probably gonna be able to fix fucking homelessness in the next 5 years. It's never gonna happen. We're always gonna have homeless people. We're always gonna have drug addicts. We're always gonna have all this dumb shit happening, and especially in the city, Los Santos. I have noticed out of all the places I've been, fucking New York, Chicago, it's pretty fucked. I mean, don't get me wrong. All the cities that I've been to. I mean, I've been all the way to fucking across. I've been across the globe. London. I've been to fucking Germany. I've been everywhere, and honestly, like I said, the best way that we can probably stop this kind of stuff is just be nice to people, because what you don't realize is that one small message to someone can go a long way, and it can motivate them or shift their perspective on how they maybe see the world. It all varies, and just honestly be nice to one another, because you never know, some people on those streets may need it. But I guess that's all I really can say about homelessness. I don't really focus too much on, because of course I own a large house, and I understand I can't really say that I've understood homelessness, because I grew up in a middle class family, so I can't really say I was poor. But at the same time, I was smart with my money. I was taught to be smart, and that's kind of another trick people need to learn, is that being smart with your money is a big step, and it's very important.
So,
Mr.
Langley,
Langley,
do you?
no, Mr. Botsudo, let me ask Mr. Langley a question.
Sure.
Mr. Langley, are you saying it's homeless people's fault for being homeless?
No, not at all. And I think that some homeless people, it's a lot of traumatic shit that happens, and like I said, that message goes a long way, or just stopping and helping them. But you do gotta understand that what a lot of people don't understand is that we have a lot of drug addicts. I mean, most homeless people you're gonna see are gonna be stumbling. They're gonna be doing something fucking dumb. I have seen, and it hurts me, but I have seen so many homeless people just shooting up heroin because they got addicted, and that shit fucks you up. And at the same time, I do think personally, and this might sound crazy, I think that we should offer, like, for especially homeless people, like a free rehab program or free therapy programs even, because I think a lot of them need it. And I think honestly, if we could, therapy would be a good way to go, because I have learned based off of doing therapy, it really fucking saves your life. I mean, like, you all therapists and shit like that, they're the most helpful people you can talk to. And it's just it's a lot to think about, because I don't often think about, like, this deep into it. But again, I do think that we should provide more for the homeless, and even if they're on drugs or whatever, you don't know where they came from. And I'm telling you right now, most people try to judge, right? They try to judge and say, oh, well, why should I give them money when they could be trying to get a job right now? We don't know what's going on in their lives. We don't know what's happening to them. So the best thing I'm gonna say is, it is never, sometimes it's the homeless people's faults, but most of the time it's just something took over their life and they lost control, or they couldn't control it. So again, just be fucking nice to people, man. Just don't be a dick. And that is something I'm gonna say to just anyone out there. Just don't be a fucking dick to people, because I mean, I'm going through a lot of stuff right now too, and again, I have money, but it doesn't matter.
Commissioner,
Uh,
what are you doing for the homeless military veterans with PTSD?
But let me say, I will say again, free, like, I think that there should be a lot, like, when I say a lot more, like, free therapy programs, I think that there should be a lot more of those, a lot, because we have a lot of just really mentally, like, you got to really think about it this way. I mean, war is fucking horrific, but I think importantly, like I said, and again, this just, like I said, it backtracks back to what I just said: free therapy, free rehab programs, because I mean, they need it most. I mean, there's nothing really much else you can do about that, but I guess that's what we could try to do. You know.
All right,
Is
Mr. Langley. Oh, we got one more.
I guess, and the last thing I will say to the public is just, um, and this is just, for everyone out there, like, and I've stated it a million times, but I think I have to ingrain it in everyone's heads because it's very important. Be nice to everyone, and just be smart about the decisions you make, okay? Because you don't know what kind of shit you're gonna get yourself into. So just whatever you're doing, whether you're a kid, a teenager, an adult, or an old ass man, just be careful with what you do. Be careful with your words. Be wise, and be careful with your money. Like, and especially even if you don't make a really high income, like, be frugal with it. Even if you're rich, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Because I mean, at the same time, I mean, I want to make sure this money lasts a lifetime for my children, in the future, for college and stuff like that. So just be smart with what you do in your life.
Awesome. Yeah, Commissioner. Yeah, thanks for your time.
No.
I'm looking forward to seeing the future of you being the commissioner of San Andreas. That's a pretty big title. I'm pretty excited to see the future.
I hope to. But anyways, I hope I didn't waste too much of your guys' time. I mean, I have all the time in the
No,
world
yeah.
right now, so.
Yeah, enjoy your 3 sports cars, Commissioner. I'll
Thank you,
let
sir.
you go back on your day.
All right. Well, you guys have a good day.